about June 1920, the coal operator sent a bunch of Baldwin Phelps, they called themselves. We called them Baldwin Thugs, to mate one, and they started up Red Jacket Holler, setting people out of their homes. Well, all the home a coal digger ever knowed then was a coal camp home, a coal camp house. And they started them up there throwing people out of their houses. Well, that lasted till about 4 o'clock in the evening. 16, the mail train was due. About the same time, a shooting match started.
You all have no right to come to this here town with all these people and drawing guns and terrorizing. The writs you have are not valid for this town. You can't get away with this. No! No!
They killed 11 of them in Matewan there that evening, and the 12th one said he stayed in the rain barrel till after midnight that night and crawled out and got away. They didn't get him. I always hated that.
The Matewan massacre gave the strikers something to rally around. This time they took the offensive. They became more militant and determined to win the strike. A form of guerrilla warfare broke out that summer and continued in the fall and winter of 1920 and 21. In January of 1921, Sid and Ed Chambers and other miners who were involved in the Matewan massacre were tried for the murder of the Baldwin Phelps detectives in their home county of Mingo, and the jury acquitted all of them on the grounds, I believe, they felt the Baldwin Phelps detectives had it coming to them.
They indicted Sid Hatfield up at Wells for blowing the tipple up at Mohawk. But he didn't blow it up. He wasn't guilty of it, but they wanted to get rid of him because he's organizing the miners against the coal operators. And when they come up there to Welch, they went to the hotel, come the night before and went to the hotel, and they put their guns and left them in the hotel. And at about 10 o'clock that morning, next morning, they went down there and went up to the courthouse to answer to the indictment, and Baldwin Phelps killed them. That's just that they got to the top of the steps going in on the level sidewalk.
So I immediately pulled the door to and just ran right up there because, like a boy, I wanted to see what was going on and what was happening. So I went up and said, and one fellow had fallen down the steps into what they call a pit where you turn in off of Wyoming Street up the steps. And the first landing, there was a man dead there and a woman leaning over him crying.
So they took them down there and laid them out there, and they put guns in their hands and took pictures of them laying in the street with guns in their hand. Neither one of them had a gun.
Well, what you have to understand is how the miners themselves felt about Sid Hatfield. Keeping in mind, he's a very young man, 28 years old, and he was recognized at that early age as a hero of the union's cause and the working class people's cause. And he was an elected official also, and highly popular, very charismatic individual. So when he died, the word spread quickly about his murder. Emotions were running very high, and the miners were very angry. And there was a discussion of forming a march to clean out Mingo County, set free all those union organizers who were being held in jails in Mingo County and other places in southern West Virginia. There's also a discussion about cleaning out Logan County and hanging old Don Chafin, who was the sheriff of Logan County, from a sour apple tree, as the miners put it.
I've seen cars go across down